to step away from the project for just a moment to talk about a good way to spruce up your concrete floors in garages and basements. We're going to be doing a treatment here that you might want to try yourself at some point. That's a translucent concrete stain, which means it's going to add a little bit of color to the concrete while still letting the natural variations of the concrete show through. There's a little bit of critical prep work that needs to happen first, though. We need to go over the whole surface with a concrete cleaner, etcher, and degreaser. It's ready to go right out of the bottle. You can apply it with a garden sprayer or, like we're doing, with a watering can. As the name suggests, what this does is thoroughly clean the surface, remove all the grease and oil, and also etch the concrete to literally open up the pores and make it more receptive to the stain. You work it in with a stiff bristle brush, but it only takes a minute or so for the chemical reaction to take effect. The last step is to rinse it off thoroughly with water. Now for the stain, you want the floor completely dry, so we did our etching yesterday to give it plenty of time to dry out. How's it going, Dean? Looks good.
Yeah, so far so good. Seems to be blending in, no problem.
But to get started, you want to cut it around the edges with a brush. Then applying for larger areas, using a sprayer works great. This does go on full strength out of the bottle. It's water-based and comes in several different colors. This one is a light gray. And once you get the stain down on the floor, you want to let it soak in for a little bit. Then you can come back with the roller and with a random pattern, even it all out.
Well, it's called translucent because it's just slightly transparent. It applies a color to the top surface, but it allows you to still see some of the characteristics of the concrete to give it sort of that stone effect.
You can enhance the effect by applying a second color after the first one is dried to the touch, usually in about 4 hours. That's going to give it even more of a layered multi-tone look. Now this has a matte finish. It's also water-based, so it's low odor and low VOC. We're going to give it about 24 hours before we start walking on it, but if you have a garage floor, you want to give it about 72 hours before you start driving on it.